Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video from Matty YouTube. And in today's video, I don't know what to do. I have two options. Is religion the reason for arguments, conflicts and stuff such as that? Or is privilege versus rights, peace topic? Yeah, I'll be doing privilege versus rights. So that all said, I can start and let's roll the intro. I'm going to need my notebook for this though. I didn't memorize what I wrote. So if you see a brown book popping up on the screen, it's my notes. So yeah. I guess nothing really needs to be explained here, I guess. Privilege, alright, let me just pop that out there for as an example. Privilege versus rights is today's topic. And what is the difference? Let's start off with that. Oh, right, I have the right, for example, to be treated fairly and equally to everybody else. That is my right. That's my right, basically. I have the right to I have the right to vote. I have the right to do many things. But a privilege is something different. Privilege, you get Christmas presents every Christmas, probably, maybe. That is a privilege. You don't. Have to, or your parents, Santa don't have to get you a present, but he /they choose to. That is something different. How does this involve peace? You may be saying, well, this really involves peace. I'm going to explain it slightly, and I'm going to explain it further later on. Just after like a couple seconds after explaining that. So, privilege. Wait, how am I going to do this? Alright, your rights. That is something everyone should be able to do. Everyone. Let's say a sector or a set of people aren't able to have those rights for discriminative reasons, is my best explanation. So, with that said, people can't have those rights. Will there be peace? I'm gonna take two examples: suffragists, suffragettes, and Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. And yeah. So with that explained, I guess, and out of the way, how does having a privilege, having a right, interfere with the peace of this world? I'm gonna explain that to you. This is going to be a long ride for my brain. Not this video. I'm gonna try and cut it as short as possible and make it snippy, snap short as possible. Yeah, I guess with that explained, let's actually get on with this video. Alright, so I'm gonna take these people again, suffragists and suffragettes. If I don't have enough time or the time span, I'll be doing a completely different video for Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah. So let me start with suffragists and suffragettes. If you don't know what that is, because I asked someone, yo, I'm going to do this and that and this. Do you understand? Because I was explaining to them my plan. And they were like, who are the suffragettes? the suffrages, they suffered? No, the suffragettes. Who? Oh my days. So, that is what I'll be explaining to you if you don't know who either of them are. They're not a specific certain people, or person, should I say, because singular, and two singulars, it's not plural because it's not the same person. You can't say they, it's one or the other. Anyways, they both stood up for the same cause, but one took a more peaceful approach and the other one took a more violent approach. And again, let me get to this. They were basically fighting for the right to vote. I will not be bringing up this person because I don't know what to say about that. But I will be bringing up majority of everything else from what I know. This is from 9Knowledge, and Google, apart from some images, will not be helping me. So, yes, with that said, let's go. Suffragettes. Let me start with suffragists. Suffragists, because they came first. They were fighting for the rights, or women's rights to vote. It's a right. Men in middle class, or males in middle class, were able to do so because they were males. I mean, there's no easy way to say that. That's how the world was, and they were able to do that because they were males. It's kind of sexist, obviously, as we know as today, but that's just how it was. And suffragists. So like, nah. What about us? I want to have a say in who leads us. I want to have a say in like politics and all that stuff. And they were like, you know what? Yeah, bun the system. Let's go. And then they if I say they fought for change, I can't really say that. They didn't fight like how the suffragettes did, but they tackled it in their own way. Suffragists, they took a, as I did last time, peaceful approach, basically handing out petitions for people to sign that the government didn't care or really listen to. Like, who are these females handing out petitions? Like, we care. Yeah, obviously petitions for males. So with that said, they were taking a very, very long time, and in the end, they started doing not many things really. They didn't really accomplish that much. But there is something I've been thinking about for a while after school. Actually, if the war had a part to play in women getting the right to vote, because men legitimately went out to fight the war and women took the males' jobs, is the way I can say that. And then that did have a part to play in women's rights to vote, but I don't want to focus on that way of thinking. Let me just focus on another way of thinking, which will be the suffragettes. And they took, I'll call it the necessary violence approach. They went on and they did march. I won't really say riots. Yeah, they did the mud march. You know what's good? I'm gonna mention her. This lady, name on the screen, because right now I forgot her name. Respect to her, I guess. How can I put this? She tried to stop the king's horse. I can't say that. I don't want to sound sexist, and I don't want to sound rude or anything like that. But honestly, I don't really know what that achieved. Google will help me for this because right now I don't know. But yeah, the suffragettes were like, nah, what is we doing? We are fighting for a change. deeds, not words, bro. Deeds, not petitions, bro. So they started obviously marching and doing all sorts of other stuff. And listed here, that actually brought up a change. What has this got to do with anything? Alright, so let me explain what I've just said, why I explained all that stuff. They were fighting, and I'll say they were fighting. That was not necessarily the most peaceful time in history. It wasn't as bad as like a war, but it was not peaceful. Let me just put it like that. So, in like people not having rights and other people who are deemed superior had more rights than others, which did not balance anything out. They were like, wait, what? Why are these people on top? No, one that, but yeah, that's basically how it was. That's puts out. No, I want to be equal to like. No, he gets cookies and I get what, dog poop? No, screw that. I want cookies as well. People wanting the need to be equal to other people sets out that drive to fight for what is their right. And people who are privileged, that is completely different. They don't want, it's not like they don't want people to be privileged. Yeah, who wants people to be privileged? I mean, if you're born rich, you're born rich. If you're not born rich, you're not born rich. This is that really simple. If you're born in like a golden platter, you're born in a golden platter. If you're not, you're not. Simple. So yeah, I guess if you understand what I'm trying to say, thank God, because boom, I really don't know. But yeah, if you really didn't understand it, thank you, I guess. And what are your thoughts? Do you think privileges is also a means to not cause peace, or do you think people not having their rights is a means for people to initiate wars? Not initiate wars, but say enough is enough. I'm not gonna stay silent. I'm a fight for my right. That's the phrase, fight for your right. So yeah, what are your thoughts? I would love to hear them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to stay humble, stay safe, and peace. Stay in school, kids. This reality is a hell.
Just who are you?
I am the ghost of the Uchiha. For truly this reality is a hell. I am the ghost of the Uchiha.